Peter Piro, Monroe Township. I just have a couple questions. You talk about fiscal responsibility all the time, Ms. Kirby. If you wanted to give Dr. Chanley a raise when she got her doctorate, it should have been in the existing contract. If you had it in the contract that if she achieves her doctorate, she's entitled, just like if a teacher gets their master's or gets their doctorate. That's fine. But I find it very funny how you've told the public that you had to move the election to April. Now it's going to cost us taxpayers $300 grand. She has 18 months left on a contract that we're going to reopen tonight and give her a nice big fat raise for what? Nobody ever gets their contract open. I've never seen anybody get a contract open. Actually, Ms. Kirby, when they talked about raising Dr. Alvick's contract, you came here and made all these comments about it, about how it was wrong. I think, personally, my personal opinion is, as you post on Facebook at most times, this is just friends through it all. That's all it is.
And I do want to make a comment on one of the points that you made. And Mr. Gagliardi would know this too, as you were part of the negotiations for Dr. Chanley's first contract. The first contract did have in there a dollar amount for a payment to Dr. Chanley should she get her doctoral degree. I was told by the county superintendent, Kyle Anderson, that that was not acceptable to be in there, that she did not have her doctorate degree, and it could not be part of the initial contract. That when she did obtain a doctoral degree, that we would have to renegotiate the contract at such time to add it in.
Well, I'm not sure, but I don't understand. If Mr. Gagliardi's our attorney, and he told you that Michelle Scott couldn't vote, yet Carl Anderson, the county superintendent, said she can vote, I'm confused. What do we need an attorney for then? Like,
I'm telling you, her first contract was,
Mr. Gagliardi?
her first contract was submitted to the county, and the
Okay.
county told us we had to take that out. You asked why we
Did you
didn't
ask the
simply
lawyer?
add it. Yes, of course we asked an attorney.
Do you want me to comment?
Yes, please.
So there is nothing in statute or code that prohibits the board from having that in the contract.
Exactly.
So
I know that. I know the law.
Okay,
Go ahead.
me too.
So,
So the county superintendent, in his discretion, said he did not agree that it belongs in the contract, that if you want to put it in the future, you can add it in the future. So the board was obligated to follow that. Other county superintendents might permit it. I can't answer that question. He exercised his discretion and did so. As far as Ms. Scott voting, I don't want to deal with that all over again, but as I explained at the last meeting, the county superintendent did not countermand my recommendation as to what the statute said. The board attorney for Jamesburg and I had a respectful disagreement. He said, after the board failed to exercise its authority within the 65 days permitted by statute to fill the vacancy, how the vacancy is filled is up to him. His viewpoint, which he described to the board president and to me separately, was that the board would know better who, in so many words, it would get along with rather than he would, and he would let the majority rule, and that the majority could include Ms. Scott. He did not say that the board should have let her vote within the 65 days. If he decided to flip a coin, play rock, paper, scissors, pull a name out of a hat, some of which have actually been done, by the way, that's how the vacancy would be filled. So he and I did not have a disagreement about whether or not she should vote within the first 65 days. He did not weigh in during that period of time.
okay, but my question is, under the law, could that have been put in her original contract?
So
By law?
the law is silent on that issue. The board put it in the draft, and the county superintendent took it out.
But the board could have insisted it was in there.
No,
They could've
we don't
went to
have the
their
power to
legal-
override the county
Well,
superintendent.
board
Well, you
can't
did, 'cause
vote.
didn't the county superintendent deny her first contract and you hired her anyway?
No.
No, that's
No, that is not what happened.
the board can't vote to approve the contract until the county superintendent approves it.
Okay.
Thank you for your comments.